feels for what he believes in.
Get that son of a bitch off the field right now, out.
I'll continue to sit. I'm going to continue to stand with the people that are being oppressed.
To stand proudly for the national anthem. Well, you shouldn't be playing. You shouldn't be there. Maybe you shouldn't be in the country.
For any NFL team to think that he's an embarrassment, to think that he somehow has undermined the league's credibility, their integrity, that he's somehow an embarrassment to a shield is frankly embarrassing in itself.
McNair said if the league didn't stop the protests, it would be like, quote, inmates running the prison.
It hit home.
DeAndre Hopkins can break ankles and stands up for the right thing.
DeAndre Hopkins, the Texans' star receiver, was not at practice today. James Palmer has reported that it was because of McNair's comments.
As former Texan Dwayne Brown put it,
This is the view of player-owner relationship. This is how you view us.
he was asked, what was your reaction to Bob McNair's comments about the inmates running the prison? I'll take my ass home, he said. I went home. Not going to practice today, hell no. I wasn't about to play in a game. McNair's comments sparked backlash across sports.
First they were son of a bitches. Inmates? They're not cap. Donating $1 million.
To McNair and his ilk, the players have always been viewed as commodities. As then Cowboys GM Tex Schramm put it in 1987, we are the ranchers and you are the cattle.
I can appreciate people being candid. Don't apologize. You meant what you said. Showing true colors allows people to see you for who you are, tweeted Richard Sherman. That's how they really feel, huh? These words out of this man's mouth are infuriating to me and the rest of my brothers in this league, tweeted Brian Arakpo. Hopkins was asked if he was about to sit out that game, and he replied, hell yeah. I was about to sit out the game, but I definitely wasn't going to practice. A couple of my teammates about to follow me, but they called them back up to the stadium. They tried calling me, but I wasn't going back. Hell no. It's hard for people to understand what that means when your family was slaves. You can't relate to something like that if your great uncle's not telling you stories about their parents or their grandparents and what they went through. Not even too long ago, people couldn't even drink out of the same water faucet. Not even 100 years ago. When Colin Kaepernick was blackballed from the league, the truthful Hopkins had this to say. Prior to a game last year, he let his actions carry the conversation, rocking a Colin Kaepernick Nike jersey. He was asked, did you get any heat for wearing that? Of course, he replied. You get heat for being pictured, man. That's crazy. I like it when people show their true colors, though. Like, how do you get mad at somebody for wearing something that's peaceful? Akin to Kaepernick's protest, the message is unity and equality in the form of a peaceful protest. Hopkins wanted the Texans to sign him. Were you upset that Houston didn't give Cap a look after Deshaun Watson got injured in 2017 and the Texans needed a quarterback, he was asked? Yeah, I was upset. Everybody needed to give Cap a look. He can help a team win. I've seen a lot of quarterbacks that's not as good as Cap, but teams don't want the heat behind them. He has donated his playoff check to the family of Jasmine Barnes. The 7-year-old was killed in a drive-by shooting near Houston.
That's always been my mission since I've been in the NFL, my family mission, to be able to give back. Being in this position, it's only right.
He launched a charitable foundation to battle illiteracy and obesity. He partnered with former wideout Andre Johnson for Holiday to surprise families with a special holiday evening with food and toys. In 2016, Hopkins donated $1,000 for every touchdown catch to charity. His choice? AVDA, Aid to Victims of Domestic Abuse. When Hopkins was 10, his mother was the victim of an attack. The girlfriend of a man she had been dating doused her with a toxic mixture of bleach and lye. Doctors had to put her in a coma while she recovered. His father had died in a car crash when Hopkins was just 5 months old. Growing up in South Carolina, Hopkins' family sometimes needed assistance from the local food bank, which is why he's such an active spokesman with the Houston Food Bank today. He is an outspoken advocate for the right things. Like when he tweeted, if a player helps you win your fantasy leagues, try to support their foundations, tweeting the top players as charities. DeAndre Hopkins is the beam of light we need in the NFL. He supports the right causes, talks the talk and walks the walk, and is representative of so much more than just being an athlete every Sunday.